Okay, yes, I'm not gonna get into the Kamui stuff because it's pretty much like season one's thing, but instead of it's with dead bears. So I'm not gonna get into culture stuff any much. But it was cool to see culture stuff still put in. It's Golden Kamui's tradition, and I love it. So I'll pass on that because it's pretty much like the season one. If you haven't watched season one, let me just give a brief information on what it is. Just make it like 30 seconds short long or something like that. It's basically they have this alive bears in the Ainu culture. That's one of the Kamui. I think so. It's called Inoi Kamui or something. And it's just like they sacrifice this live bear. They raise them and sacrifice them. Instead of raising them and sacrificing them, here it's just pretty much a dead bear already, like the hunted bear, and they pretty much use the same ritual, I guess. And that's pretty much it. Those are the only differences I see that are quote unquote difference between this Kamui and the Kamui we see in season one. Now let's get into the main source of this episode and what this episode really was about. Obviously, it's about like having this crew and stuff meeting up, but other than that, very important. Ogata. Ogata got some major character development in this, and it's just his character. Now we can understand him better because one of the things that Golden Kamui has been is that Ogata is a very mysterious character throughout all of Golden Kamui so far. He's been a very mysterious character. We don't know much about him, but now we have come to know a lot. Like this changes a lot from our perspective, because for us it was just like Ogata is just this cold-eyed like person who was just like cold-hearted and stuff. Like he didn't give shit. That's basically how Ogata was in front of us. But it makes sense why he's like that because obviously he's the son of Geisha, which I don't think so it was even mentioned in season one. If it was mentioned, let me know. But he was basically a son of Geisha, and Geisha basically is quote unquote during that time, if I had to put it, I'm pretty sure Geisha were pretty much. There are two things about Geisha I know, basically. One was Geisha were also used for assassinations during that period. Correct me if I'm wrong, okay? You have whole right to correct me. I'm not full versed on this, so like you guys can correct me. But if I'm correct, geisha were used as assassinations, and second, they were also prostitutes during that period. So if I'm wrong, correct me, okay? I may be completely wrong about this, but I'm not well versed. Again, I'm not well versed in this. I just say what I see, I've heard and saw about them. So it's just that's all I could say. But that's pretty much what I see there. Another thing that I know about geisha is they used to dance for some stuff. I don't know that much that well, but yeah, that's pretty much the three things I know about them. But if I'm wrong about any of these things, you guys can correct me. But yeah, Ogata's mother was a geisha, and pretty much his father cheated, and then quote unquote cheated, I guess, and then he's born, and he had this lonely mother, and basically, it's basically a story about just having one food, eating just one food, and pretty much this guy had a Ogata. He was just like he was feeling bad for his mother without any doubt. That's very clear for that, and that's the reason why he killed him. Now it's obviously wrong to do that, but it's obvious why he did it because his mother was just going completely ape shit. Like she was making the same food over and over again, day and night. It's like, yeah, like you will feel bad for that person, and you would want to do something for that person. And for a young guy like him, his mentality, like his mentality is already messed up because of how his family structure and everything is. So it's just like, damn, like Ogata has just gone through shit, and pretty much explains his character a lot in this episode, which makes sense now why it is. He obviously killed his mother, waited for his father to arrive if he cared for his mother, but obviously he didn't arrive, and that made total sense since he had a wife and he cheated and everything. So he also killed his son. Now, here's the thing, okay? Ogata didn't kill his father's quote unquote son and his big brother, his small brother. I'm not big brother, his small brother, just because he was jealous. Yes, this may sound crazy, and even when he said that, it may sound crazy, but rather it was his curiosity that led him to kill him. Now, what do you mean by curiosity? Now you'll be questioning that. Why? What's curiosity here? Because like Ogata had to be jealous at some point. Like yes, he might be somewhat jealous here and there. Like he's definitely jealous that it's a happy living family. Yes, about that. But curiosity leads to this. So here's curiosity. He was serious. Father turned his attention. Basically, trying to find attention on his father. Basically, his father's attention. To him. It was just curiosity. He wasn't like, really wanted to. But he ran to find out if he would do it. That would have done if his father turned his attention towards him, unlike not turning his attention towards him. That would have been a different case. We don't know what could have happened, but because he didn't turn his attention towards Gaara, that's what happens, and pretty much killed him. So yeah, we get a lot of character development in this. Things starts to make sense about him and why he's like that. So really well so on development. We're pretty sure his development has been as well for the other guy, his name, the guy, or Surumi, or Ashripa, or Shirahashi, and all those people. I don't think he has somewhat relevant. So it's good to see a somewhat character development for the side character. It's great. Anyways, let me know what you think about this episode. Kamui. I personally thought it wasn't anything special again. Again, like this episode is focusing on Tori and those action sequences, like focused on action sequences. So yeah, that's all. I'll see you. Peace.